We are live. We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are live. Hello. This is Josh Goldstein, your favorite immigration lawyer. And today, we are here. We're here to talk about Biden's immigration program. Biden is not running for president anymore. He dropped out. Kamala Harris looks like she's going to be the nominee. So why would we sit here and talk about Biden's program? Well, it's been announced, and it starts on August 19th. You can apply on August 19th, and I'm going to be talking to you today about the ins and outs of this program. I'm going to be telling you what you need to know to take advantage of this program. It's amazing. Old Dots, buenos dias. Muy buenos dias. Maria is here. We are live on Facebook. We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube, Instagram. We're live on LinkedIn and everywhere that all you good people go to. We are live, and it's amazing. So first of all, hey, Armando Auto Detailing. Good to see you. Good afternoon. So why should you listen to me when it comes to Biden's immigration program? Why should you pay attention to what I have to say? Well, I'm an immigration lawyer. My name is Josh Goldstein. I'm an immigration lawyer with more than 20 years of experience. I've been doing this. I have filed thousands and thousands of applications of every single type. And I've made a lot of mistakes along the way. And you can learn from my mistakes, and you can get inspiration from how I've helped other people who've struggled reach their goals. People just like you. Hello, bro, someone says. Hey. So, parole in place, what is it? How does it work? Well, basically, it's for a narrow group of people. Like, for example, if you have DACA right now and you're married to a U.S. citizen and you want to get a green card and you were thinking about the I-601A or the traveling with advanced parole, this is an alternative. Let me explain what I mean. So, you have to meet the requirements for to qualify for deferred action. And those requirements are that you have to be in the U.S. for a very long time. You have to have entered without inspection. You have to be married to a U.S. citizen. And all that has to be true on the date this program was announced, which is recently. And if you meet all these requirements, then you qualify. So if you have deferred action, you likely have met one of the qualifications. Deferred action for childhood arrivals are people who came to the U.S. without inspection, and they did so through no fault of their own. Maybe their parents brought them to the U.S. when they were really young, right? And those are the people who qualify. So we have clients, for example. So if you have deferred action for childhood arrival and you are married to a U.S. citizen and you want to get a green card, how do you do it? Well, before deferred action came along, before Biden's Parole in Place program came along, there were basically two ways to get a green card if you entered without inspection and you have DACA, green card through marriage to a U.S. citizen. One way is to get advanced parole and then travel and return to the U.S. And you can totally do that. That still works. A second way to do it is you can apply for a waiver, an I-601A waiver. I much prefer to travel with advanced parole, but the second way to do it is to get a waiver. But if you do that, and if the waiver gets approved, you have to go outside the U.S., you have to go to a consular appointment, and you have to hope that the visa gets approved at that appointment. And if it doesn't, you can't get back into the U.S. So that's a big, big problem, right? So Biden's program comes along and says, we're going to give you parole in place. Parole in place is a legal fiction. And it says, even if you didn't enter the U.S. properly, we're going to give you the legal equivalent of a proper entry so you can apply for a green card through adjustment of status. And it'll do that if you can meet certain requirements. So that's what parole in place is. That's what it is. That's how it works. Does that make sense? What questions do you have about this, about anything else? Please let me know. Tico says, what are your September visa bulletin predictions for family F2A? Only a fool would try to predict the visa bulletin because it's very unpredictable. So I don't know. Also, there are big changes in October, but not September. Changes are come along because the fiscal year for immigration ends on September 30th. Mr. Khan on TikTok says, hello, USCIS officer told me you got your green card 2 or 3 weeks, but still weeks, and I didn't get it. Well, that's because if they say to you, congratulations, you got approved, it doesn't mean anything, right? It only means something if it actually works and gets approved. And that's the way it is. All right. What other questions do you have? I'm here to answer any questions that you have. I mean, I can't answer any question, but I can try. I don't know the best recipe for a gluten-free blueberry muffin, but I do know a lot about certain immigration issues. Where is my office? So my office is in downtown Los Angeles. We also have an office in Boston, and we take on cases across the country and around the world from these two offices. So we help people remotely, and it works really, really well. So if you, regardless of where you're located, we've had people hire us who are in Somalia, in Sudan, in Sweden, lots of different places. Hawa is here. Welcome. Yuri is here. Have there been information on filing fees or procedures to file? Yes, that information is on USCIS website. It's also on my website, www.jgoldlaw.com. My sister, here's Syed. My sister's second medical is about to expire in 15 days. Islamabad Embassy, what should she do? Well, there are two ways to do it. One way is to keep waiting, and the other way is to take action. We're of the belief that you're going to have a better experience if you take action. Swiss friend has an L1A visa. Company doesn't want to sponsor his green card. What can he do? He could get another job that does want to sponsor him. He could get married to a U.S. citizen, the DV lottery. There's lots of ways to do it. I need more caffeine, people. It says my marriage-based I-45 was transferred to a field office after a year. Is it good or bad? It's not relevant. It doesn't matter if your case was transferred from one place to another. All that matters is that you get your interview and you get your green card. And if you haven't gotten those things, that's very frustrating. Why does CBP take so long? I don't know. I just got an I-212 approved. Those are hard to get approved. This is for Lisanu. And the embassy asked for my passport. It's been months in Addis Ababa. That sounds like a case you should definitely reach out to us. Are you still coming to Columbus? I am coming to Columbus. Is anybody watching from Columbus? I have a lot of friends and clients in Columbus, Somali community there. I love those people, and I'll be coming there very soon. I'll be announcing it on this program. Blessed Mama, yay from Columbus. Yeah, and I'm going to stay in Columbus and meet with everybody for free, no cost, until I'll do that for as long as necessary. That's great. Blessed Mama, what do you need help with? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Would having any kind of debt negatively impact PIP getting approved? Medical, IRS, etc. That's from Ulysses, and the answer is no, 100% no. Debt is not relevant. Debt is not relevant. Waiting for you, sir, from Somalia. Yes, please come to DC or Maryland. Would love to. Let me know what you need help with. I'll do a road trip just for you. I am sitting in Los Angeles. My team is located. We work remotely, and we help clients remotely. So regardless of where you're located, we can help you. I work remotely. My team works remotely. I did a hearing in federal court today on Zoom. We live in a world of remote work, and we've embraced it. That's how we do things. We help people everywhere. Oldats, una cubana, bienvenidos. Hasta la victoria siempre. We have a lot of Cuban friends we've helped with anything. Which month is California approving currently? I don't know what you mean by that. Sabrina is Somali, but she lives in Columbus. Yes. Here's someone. Mohammed Musa. You didn't reply to me since 2 months. I'm sorry, Mohammed Musa. Put your comment below and I'll help you. I promise. Blessed Mama, when submitting PIP proof of 10-year residency, would IRS tax transcripts work or original returns? Blessed Mama, I really like the tax transcripts. They're better than the original tax returns because tax transcripts are certified or are basically proof from the IRS that you've done this. So, Big D, hello from Dallas. I grew up in Dallas, so love to hear from you. Big D, ask me your question. I'll try to answer it. Mohammed Musa, sir, can you tell me how months it will take if a U.S. petitions her marriage daughter? I'm not sure what your question is. How long does a marriage visa take if you have children together? I'd say 2 years. Alicia, hello from Trinidad. Hello. Eddie Sandoval, thank you for the great work. My mother just became a permanent resident a month ago. Is there a way she can petition for my older brother? He's had TPS for 20 years. And he just recently went out of the country with parole and technically entered legally. I'd have to know more about the situation to answer this. Stars fan, yes. I don't like the Cowboys, though. Don't hate me, but I don't like I always hated the Cowboys, even when I was a kid. I grew up there. I was didn't like them. Mavericks, yes. Rangers, yeah. But I like the Mavericks. How many months will it take for a green card if a U.S. citizen sponsors her marriage daughter? Let's see. How many months will it take for a green card if a U.S. citizen sponsors her marriage daughter? What's marriage daughter mean? Mohammed, what does that mean exactly? Oh, Basha, I have a case pending in Kampala more than 2 years, and they're my kids and my wife. Bashi, you got to contact me. I can help you with this. This is your wife and your kids. Dude, we got to get them here. Do you realize the election's coming up? And if Trump wins, that whole thing might go sideways. So we got to get you approved before then. Gabby is here. He likes this live. Welcome. Welcome. Gabby is on our marketing team. He's a genius. So welcome. Here's Joy. If you paid the NVC for visa processing, then decided to do adjustment status instead, mom has to, what's the process? Okay, I would file a new I-130. Yes, you have to pay the I-130 filing fee, even though you've already filed it. But the filing fee is worth it because it will just go well. What's the best way to contact me? Right in my bio, you can find a link where you can reach out to us. You can also you can send me an email. My email is in my bio on TikTok. Lamar from Kenya, good to see you. Alicia sent me a puffy heart. Thank you. That's so kind of you. I'm gonna follow her now. Claire says, what if you're pregnant, undocumented, with no insurance? How do you handle prenatal care? Well, Claire, congratulations on your bundle of joy that's coming. I am an expert on certain immigration topics, but if you ask me about medical care, I'm not, it's not my thing. I'm just as, here's someone, I just hired you. Smart person, I'm grateful. Here's a little heart right there. How long does it take to get your work permit in New York? We have a lot of clients in New York, all 5 boroughs. Are these sessions? So the answer to your question is the amount of time it takes to get a work permit depends on a lot of different factors. So I would say roughly 6 months, but it depends. Are you getting a work permit based on asylum or some other pending type of case? I don't know. Ali Chaudhry, are these sessions recorded so we can see them later? Yes, you can go to my YouTube channel. It is Immigration Station. Sinab, welcome and thank you for joining. Klinsman Bake, hello, Mr. Joshua. If someone is age off of a filing, what's the best step to take? What does it mean to be age off? Does that mean that you put the wrong age? Isaac says, when do you think there'll be more information about new PIP? I think the information's out. We know the process, we know the requirements, and we have a date at which they will begin accepting the new applications, which is August 19th. People are hiring us already to handle these, and we're starting to work on these cases. So I don't know what else you would have to say about that. Let's see. Big D, I'm living here for more than a decade and married to an American citizen. I applied for deferred action, but I was denied because my entry of C1 D1 was fraudulent. Well, that's a tougher case. How much proof would you recommend that you have from each year? You want sufficient proof, Isaac. You want to prove that you were here, that you lived here. You need incontrovertible proof, definitive proof, so that someone will be able to be convinced that you were here. So Big D, if you have a fraud issue, then I don't think you're going to be able to get a green card through parole and play. I don't think you're going to qualify. If you have a fraud issue, then I think you have something else. Yeah, you're gonna have to find a way. I I think we could help you with this, but it's gonna involve traveling outside the U.S. and applying for a waiver. Rhythm says, "Hello, Josh. I'm a U.S. citizen. Petition I-130. It's been 200 days, no update. How to expedite?" Hannah, thank you for following. What is my fee to process the new application for parole in place? So we charge fees based on a case by case basis. And I would need to know more about your situation. We offer free case evaluations. So if you need help, we can meet with you for free on Zoom or by phone. Here is Carol. She says, so thankful now that my hubby and I have chosen your firm for our process. You helped us with our K-1 visa, and we just sent our AOS request for work and travel. Yay, that's awesome. Hey, Josh, greetings from Colombia. This is from Luis Fernando. I've always wanted to go to Colombia. I've always wanted to go to Bogota, Cartagena. It's on my bucket list. That's amazing. Mama D, wait, let me answer your question before I get distracted. Recently, I attended an embassy interview. I applied for an F1, F2 visa. I'm a fully 8 PhD student at the University of Florida. The visa officer put my application in advanced parole, and my classes are about to start in August. I'm sorry to hear that. If that's the case, you have two potential ways out. Number one, you can wait it out, right? You can keep waiting, and hopefully they'll issue to you the visa that you deserve and that you should have already gotten. The second thing you can do is you can sue them to challenge the delay. We typically file lawsuits after the interview has been, after you've at least maybe it's 6 months after the interview, sometimes 4 months, but I would say 6 months. Alicia is going to contact us. Thank you. Smart person. Anyway, Luis Fernandez, we would love to help you. You can reach out to us and book a free consultation. The interview was 2 months ago, so you probably have 3 months to go before we can help. And maybe you won't even need our help, but if you do, I'm going to give you my email. Here it is, joshua@jgoldlaw.com. It's also in my bio if you're on TikTok. So, Booker Gun. Can someone who applied for VAWA reconcile with the same abuser spouse and apply for PIP? And what will happen to the pending VAWA case in removal proceedings, case closed? I mean, they're going to be very skeptical about your marriage. And if there was abuse, I think it's going to be hard to get approved. Should I contact your office? I'm in Florida. Yes, you should definitely contact our office. We help people in all 50 states and around the world. So contact us. Klinsman Blake, I was under 21 when my grandfather was filing for my mother, and now my mother got it through filing and it says I'm not applicable. What can I do about that? Well, someone has to file a petition for you, Klinsman, because when you're turned 21, you're no longer meet the definition of a child. You're no longer able to be included as a derivative on your mother's case. So your mother has to apply for you. You should also consider the DV, diversity visa lottery. Lily Pop, how are you? I'm great. I'm awesome. Baby Z, hey to you too. Rhythm, how to expedite I-130. Go to USCIS website and it says expedite visa petition. You can try and do that. Amanda says, if you have multiple deportations, can you do parole in place? No, you cannot. Does TPS affect my asylum status? I would need to know more about your situation before I could answer that. Zemi says, I got approved for I-601A and I don't know what to do waiting for PIP. I think you should apply for PIP even with an approved I-601A. Think about it this way. Would you rather get PIP, which would be an easy process of applying within the US, or would you rather go to a consular interview abroad, do a medical exam abroad, wait for the interview abroad, and hope that you can come back in? I wouldn't do it. I mean, I would do it if there's no other way, but there are other ways. Let's see here. Can you elaborate a bit on the DV lottery? So the US gives out free green cards through a lottery application, but only to people in certain countries. And it comes out every fall, I believe. And you can file it and you should file it. It's free, it's easy. If you meet the requirements, you should do it.